Hello world! I am Jake Short, a realtor here in beautiful Williams, Arizona. My friends at Budgetland have asked me to share some local advice on hauling water up here in the high desert. So let's talk about hauling water. If you're going to live here in northern Arizona, then it's quite likely that you're going to be hauling your own water to your house. What exactly does that mean? Let me tell you that hauling buckets on your shoulders like this gets heavy quickly. After the first mile, I have to stop for a break. I'm just kidding. Thank you for not leaving. Hauling water is so much easier than that. And really, it's common up here. In fact, over 60% of Coconino County hauls their own water. And because of the volume of homes that require hauled water up here, there are several companies that will do it for you. To help you decide if you want them to do it or you to do it, stay tuned. I'll give you some more facts about hauling water to your house. But first, I want to show you what it looks like to haul some water. All right, behind me here, I have 2 water totes on a flatbed trailer. I tow this trailer with my SUV. It is very true that any beaten up or even old vehicle can help you haul water. However, what really matters is the towing capacity. I'll hit this more later. Cool? All right, moving on. Right here is my filling port for my underground water tank, also called a cistern. Sometimes a cistern can be above ground, but in that case, you'll need a whole different setup with a pump. But now, in my case, once I bring the water back to my house, I reverse my water trailer and I park it right here next to the cistern fill inlet, right there. I then open up the fill inlet and I take some flexible piping, which you can see right here in blue. I drop one end down into the port, and the other end I connect to the tote, like I did right here. Right there, okay? Now this next part's really important. You must open the top of the tote. If you forget to do that, the pressure of the water flowing out of the tote will cause a suction, and it will damage the tote. So make sure you do that, all right? But now I open the top. I have the hose in the ground here. I open this up and water flows down from the tote into my cistern. My work on this tote is done. So now I wait for this tote to drain and I do the same procedure on my second tote. Easy enough, right? Now, good question comes up. Where did the water come from? Well, check it out. To the fill station! We are on our way to Bearizona. There is a water fill station there, and it's always 3.5 cents per gallon. To put this into perspective for you, here are some numbers. My family of 6 goes through about 400 gallons of water per week. At 3.5 cents per gallon, that means I pay $14 per week for water. That's $56 per month. That's laundry done, dishes washed, bathing kiddos, and showering adults. You see, hauling water really isn't a chore. Each trip takes me 45 minutes total. That's from my house to Bearizona, filling my totes, then back to my house and draining both totes into my cistern. In just 45 minutes, I have water for my family for a week, and all for $14. Now think about this. If I took a few hours today, I took a few trips to the fill station and back, I could fill my 2,000 gallon water tank, and we would have water for about 5 weeks. Here's an important note. You need to know that 1 gallon of water weighs 8.3 pounds. Use this number to determine how many gallons of water you are going to be able to carry on one trip to the fill station and back. Here's my example. My Suburban is rated for 3,500 pounds of towing capacity. My single axle flatbed trailer also has a 3,500 pound weight capacity. Thus, I cannot haul more than 3,500 pounds of water. I found that 400 gallons of water weighs just less than my 3,500 pound limit, and thus 400 gallons became my magic number. I recommend that you give this same thought to your situation and determine how to safely haul water to your house. That means how many gallons of water can you haul with those numbers. Oh look, we're at the fill station.
It's as easy as this. Drive up to the fill hose and line it up to the top of your water tote. Head back to your totes and uncap their tops.
At this point, you are either going to pay for or use a terminal to call for your water, depending on where you went to get the water. Once you have paid and you're ready to fill, double check to make sure the fill hose is inside the top of your tote.
The water then fills your totes. Important safety tip. Always remember to orientate your totes to where it is safe to carry them in transit. For instance, I never have my totes behind the trailer's axle when they're full. I want all of the weight closer to the tongue or over the trailer's axle. This will maintain stability on the road home. One last note. I mentioned that there are several companies up here that will do all of this for you. Please note that instead of 3.5 cents per gallon, these companies will charge upwards of 8 cents per gallon to deliver the water to your house and unload into your cistern.
That's all for now. I am Jake Short, and on behalf of my friends at Budgetland, be blessed, be safe, and be well. Goodbye, world.